So Donald Trump may have said the dumbest thing he's ever said, and that's a big mountain to climb. Yesterday, in an idiotic comment that even his own congresspeople are having problems defending, he said that the huge tariffs he put in place that are currently destroying our economy are going to be able to replace our income tax. First of all, let's just point out the fact that he himself even knows that these tariffs are a bad thing because recently he had to cut a bunch of them back on things like beef and coffee because they were driving up prices. His tariffs are not only destroying the economy, but the Supreme Court had to point out to him that these are a tax on the American people. He's claiming that it's making the country rich, but what it's doing is contributing money to his government. It taxes the people for the increased price of those goods, and that money goes to the government, not to the people. But also, we should probably pay attention to what the actual experts say on this. Individual income taxes bring in trillions of dollars, which account for more than 50% of total US revenue. Tariffs, on the other hand, make up about 3.5%. And even with Trump's newest illegal tariffs, it only goes up to about 7.75%. Hypothetically, in order for his tariffs to replace our individual income tax, they would have to be 10 times as high, which would literally bankrupt our fucking country. Foreign countries would stop trading with us entirely. But also, tariffs are incredibly unreliable and they change all the time. That doesn't really work as steady revenue for the government. And since he said this yesterday, economists and experts are pointing out just how blatantly stupid it is. A professor of economics from the University of Michigan said his claims were nonsense. He said, "My kids don't even lie that often. I just feel disappointed and a certain sadness at this point." He's talking about the fucking president. And then he points out that the president apparently doesn't understand the difference between millions, billions, and trillions. But what do you expect from a man who bankrupted multiple casinos? The bottom line here is that income taxes bring in trillions of dollars. Tariffs barely bring in a couple hundred billion. There is absolutely no way for tariffs to replace income tax. And let's not forget that even according to recent polls, 2/3 of Americans disapprove of his tariffs. And while only a third of that is Republican, an overwhelming amount of Democrats and independents feel that way. So him championing his crappy tariffs as the future of revenue for the government is just going to piss off all of these voters. But how long do you think it's going to be before his uneducated followers are all like, he's going to do away with taxes? It's pretty sad that they think a dying, dementia-riddled con man who failed at every business venture he ever had is a mathematical genius.